most aggressive action in modern history to protect Americans from the coronavirus. You know about this?
A few cases of an unknown virus were detected in Wuhan, China. People were experiencing symptoms that were not treated by normal medicines. The virus started to spread more in China and other countries around the world, and symptoms became more identifiable but still were not treatable. Symptoms included shortness of breath, fever, and loss of taste and smell. On March 13, 2020, the world went on lockdown. People were told to wear masks everywhere they went. You can imagine this caused some conflicts. Businesses started to close down. According to Michael R. Strains, COVID-19's impact on small businesses on JSTOR, small businesses in the services sector have likely been hardly hit since they face a permanent revenue loss from a long shutdown. COVID had a very tough impact on many small businesses since people were unable to leave their homes and the government temporarily closed down stores. Businesses were unable to make sales to people. This led to permanent revenue losses. This was a large issue since the owners of these businesses were unable to pay bills for these stores since they had barely any money coming in due to the pandemic. In some scenarios, some businesses had to shut down due to lack of payments. There were a lot of medical equipment shortages as a result of COVID-19. COVID caused many shortages on medical equipment because of the boost in cases. Ventilators and breathing tubes were being used up, and even simple things as hand sanitizer were being used up. COVID had big effects on people because as cases went up, the amount of equipment went down. The shortage of medical products has gotten way worse and was continuing down that road. This showed that main issue in economics was the shortage of medical supplies, considering how important medical equipment is for people who were dying of COVID. Toilet paper had shortages as well. When people heard that bad bowel movement was a symptom of COVID-19, they definitely stocked up on toilet paper as soon as they could. A month, not even a week into COVID-19 lockdown, the stores had to limit amount of toilet paper packages per customer because of the shortages that were happening and the amount that people were starting to buy. There were also other problems like the mask mandates. Many people had different ideas on masks. Some people thought they weren't necessary, and some thought they didn't do anything. Others thought they were necessary for the safety of themselves and the people around them. These two very different ideas caused an uncomfortable environment since the people that didn't agree with them endangered the health of others around them. Or other problems like the anti-vaccination protests. People refused to get vaccinations, and the epidemic cycle worsened. With anti-vaxxers, the risk of transmission, reinfection, and emergence of new variants increased greatly, which only made the pandemic passing slow down by a lot.
Refused to join the vaccine trial, so I've lost my job.
But fortunately, on May 5th, 2023, the World Health Organization has declared an end to COVID-19. COVID caused an economic decline all over the world. Due to the mandates from the government, an outrage was sparked over tough controversies. If people handled the effects of the COVID-19 more maturely, the economy would have been better through all these tough times we went through.